UN Assembly, no matter how federal government tries, we will protest today, Yoruba Nation agitators. Well, today is the 24th of September 2021 and this is the set day and the last day for the protest by the anti-Buhari protesters or the Yoruba Nation agitators in New York, where they are holding the UN Assembly. Buhari is there and they have been marching there for days, and today is the last day of the meeting, and they have said that they're going to march there and show the world that this administration in Nigeria is not really trying. Well, you can tell, you saw what happened some days ago whereby somebody paid some pro-Buhari protesters to come out with placards and stand there saying that the government has done a lot, that all this kidnapping is a lie and so on and so forth. Some people say they paid them over $150. Some people say they paid them over $500 to stay there for 3 hours. Well, today is the last day, and I'm going to bring you some videos. Just stay tuned while I get them. But before them, Yoruba Nation and Biafra agitators have insisted that the federal government cannot stop their protest at the United Nations headquarters in New York on Friday. The chairman of the Nigerian Indigenous Nationalities Alliance for Self-Determination, Professor Banji Akintoye, made this known in a statement on Thursday, alleging that the federal government sponsoring a counter-protest. The indigenous people of the South and Middle Belt of Nigeria, under the aegis of the NINAS, has staged what is tagged a Million-Man Freedom March on September 14th and 15th, opposite the United Nations headquarters in New York, to show before the world the crimes against humanity, attack on press freedom, free speech and other criminalities being aided by Buhari-led government of Nigeria. NINAS is also demanding the conduct of a regional referendum so that the indigenous people can decide on their nationhood. The group also described the 1999 Constitution of Nigeria as a fraud against the people of the South and Middle Belt, saying it was enacted without the consent of the people. NINAS is also demanding from the United Nations that a Fulani militia group masquerading as a trade union, Miyetti Allah, should be declared as a terrorist organization, having openly taken responsibility for a series of genocide in the South and Middle Belt region. The grand finale of the NINAS A Million Man Freedom March holds on the 24th September 2021, the day President Muhammadu Buhari will be addressing the 76th session of the United Nations General Assembly. Agitators insisted. Akintoye, in a statement made available to newsmen through the NINAS Director of Public Communication, Mr. Maxwell Adeleye, said no matter how the Nigerian government tries to scuttle a NINAS Grand March, the will of the people shall prevail. He said, "We refuse to be rattled. We shall not be intimidated. No oppressor has ever triumphed over the collective will of the people. The people are the government and power belongs to the people. The people make the constitution. The sovereignty belongs to the people. Our own strength lies in the hands of the people. Therefore, our march shall be people's centered. It shall be peaceful as usual. All the people of the South and Middle Belt in the United States and Canada are urged to troop out in their large number to be present on Friday, 24th of September 2021, opposite the United Nations headquarters in New York, as we demonstrate and expose before the world the rape of our ancestral land and hijack of our assets and sovereignty by the Fulani-controlled Nigerian government." I salute the Nigerian mainstream media and international media that have been covering the march to remain resolute and stand by the truth. Well, this is what we see. No matter how federal government tries, we will protest tomorrow, Yoruba Nation agitators. These people have been marching for days now, and today being the 24th is the last day for them to march, because it's the last day of the 76th United Nations Assembly meeting whereby Buhari is there. They are showing the world that the government has been doing a lot of wrong. The government have gone against our rights. The government have gone against our human rights as humans, and they have done a lot of things, saying that this administration is headed by some Fulani group, and they are perpetrating all manner of evils without the government taking them to court or charging them. But you see people like Sunday Igboho, people like Nnamdi Kanu, people just come up to speak and see the government chasing after them. I ask this question every single time: why has bandits not been named a terrorist group in Nigeria till today? Despite all the bandits have been doing, you can imagine, Sunday Igboho has not done 0.001% of what bandits have done. Nnamdi Kanu have not done 0.001% of what the bandits have done. The IPOB members have not done 0.100% of what the bandits have done. But they have named the IPOB group a terrorist group. But still, till today, they have failed to name the bandit a terrorist group. The Fulani herdsmen are causing crises, issues, disturbing the livelihood of people all over Nigeria, and they have not named this Fulani herdsmen a terrorist group. If you hear the president speaking, he will only say killer headers, killer headers. Who are the killer headers? Who are the people that are carrying flocks and cows around Nigeria? They are Fulani herdsmen, but he can't mention it because he's part of them, because they share the same tribe. Aminu Masri, the governor of Katsina State, said the same thing, that the bandits we see today are not strangers, they are not foreigners, that they are people that have been living with us for hundreds of years, and they are people of the same tribe with him, the same religion with him. He said they are Fulani, a greater percent, 90-something percent of bandits in Nigeria, disturbing Nigeria, are Fulani people. Because you can't just travel from a country and enter another country and start causing issues. You must have known the terrain, you must have been there, you must have studied certain things. So the thieves you see are not foreigners. They say that it's the worm that was there. It's the worm inside the wood that goes to call the ones outside, or the rat inside the house that goes to call the one outside to come and feed that there is food in the house. So the bandit disturbing us are not strangers, are people living with us. So this is what the president has failed to speak out or talk, because you know what, they are sharing the same religion, sharing the same tribe. And this is why the Yoruba Nation agitators are marching in United Nations, marching in New York. You can imagine, where so many countries are meeting, so many world leaders are meeting there. It's only Nigerian people that are protesting. You can imagine how bad our country is. What kind of image we portrayed out there? What will people talk about Nigeria today? And I've been talking about Nigeria for days. They will say all manner of things because of Nigeria is they're always seeing bad news on their television, on their screen in the diaspora about the country. And now where many leaders of different countries are meeting, Nigerians are marching around that particular place to say that Nigeria government has failed. So I think this is a very good one. Let them continue, because if the government fails to sit up, the masses must speak. We cannot keep quiet and watch them keep on doing nonsense and keep on destroying the economy. Keep on allowing our children to die and be kidnapped in schools while we keep on closing our mouths. We cannot. They try to stop us during EndSARS. They try to stop the youth during this Twitter block. But still, the youths in Nigeria and those outside will not keep talking till something is done. Well, what are your thoughts and opinion? Drop them down in the comment section below. They are calling on every Yoruba Nation agitators in the diaspora, in the United States, in Canada, to come out today for the rally and the grand march of the 1 million man freedom march, to march around the United States and say that enough is enough, precisely New York. So if you're out there, please don't forget join this march and make sure your voice is heard, because your voice is your power. It's going to be a peaceful protest. Nobody is carrying any gun or any weapon or any ammunition. We are just marching with placards to say that enough is enough and the government must change, or if they don't want to change, they should completely resign. That is the most honorable thing to do. Resign and see you're not fit enough, you're not mentally fit, you're not physically fit to handle the government. Let somebody that is capable enough come and sit on a seat and do the job in the right way. Well, if you're coming here for the first time, the right platform for you, where you get updated with all the news happening in Nigeria, in Africa, and also in the world at large. All you have to do to stay updated is subscribe to this channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell by the side, and you'll be updated whenever I drop my quality content. So just keep watching this wonderful platform and do have a wonderful day. God bless you.